Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, as always. Doing a quick show here. Hopefully quick. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Calling this the 4 key points on successful manifestation. I even kind of came up with an acronym, though I don't expect it's necessarily gonna stick too strongly because, frankly, I came up with it and it doesn't even help me remember what the heck it stands for. But needless to say, I thought it was fun, so we're going down that path. But essentially, who was that? That was Southern Cross, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, a personal favorite of mine. And kind of has to do with one of the key points. And then we're going to be going out with a No Doubt song, so that'll be coming up here shortly. All right, so 4 key points, 4 points that I really think if we follow this, you're going to have a hugely successful experience with manifestation. Again, just to sort of a caveat or to start this off, a little preface maybe. If you're in a place where you're questioning the abilities to manifest or your own self, start smaller. Get some successes. Find some simpler things to manifest rather than going for the relationship or the new job or money. You know, there's probably the common 3 right there. Or maybe new car, new house. There's 5, right? So rather than hitting the big ones right off the bat, rather than shooting for the big lotto money, let's kick it down a notch. Get our running legs, get our manifesting legs on us, and then from there we should be able to make some steps and kind of expand it out. And honestly, that's the only difference that Agnes and I have done, is we have started small, we gained confidence in the process, and then we expanded it out. And then sometimes it does take a little longer. Her and I just did our recording on Sunday, a couple days ago, and I am almost done doing the editing. I think maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll have that finished. So hopefully we'll start releasing those maybe by Friday or so. I know she's traveling today. I believe she was traveling this morning. Yeah, so she's traveling today to London. So we probably won't touch base for another day or two while she's trying to get acclimated to the 24-hour trip. So anyway, that all being said, start small, work up. Outside of that, use these 4 principles, okay? The lame, and I'm calling it lame just because I think it's funny. I was showing it to a friend of mine at work today. My acronym is SLAM. So you want to slam your manifestation. I know, it doesn't really work, right? It's a little kind of like angry, but whatever. SLAM. So what the S stands for is stay the course. It's so easy for us to start to second guess, to question, to get angry, all the different emotions that come into play. I'm not doing it. Forget it. I'm not going to manifest. It's just stupid. I hate it. My mom didn't love me enough. Whatever the case is. Stay the course. Keep at it. Keep doing the imaginal work. Keep using Hicks to get yourself through the day. Keep at it, and you will see results. I assure you. I was talking to one of the people that listens to me, one of my listeners, I guess, Elena. I hope it's okay that I say your name, but I that's all I've said, right? She kind of was like, I hope I can get to the point where you and Agnes are with your manifestation. And I want everybody out there to know, Agnes and I are no different than you. No different at all. We are just like you. We started exactly where you might be right now, or maybe we started where you were 5 years ago, or whatever. We are no different than you. All of you guys can do this. It's very easy steps to follow. It's just staying these 4 points. So the first one, staying the course, is key. Okay. The second one, the L, look for indications. Look for things that are showing you that you're making progress, that things are happening. Call it coincidences, call it signs from God, call it synchronicities, call it universe speaking, whatever you want to feel comfortable relating it as. Look for these indications. I assure you, you will get strange things. If you're trying to manifest a certain someone, you might get a text message out of the blue from that person, or maybe an email or something. Or maybe you'll be talking to someone and their name will come up. Or maybe there's a song that always makes you think of them, and you're walking in the grocery store and that song's playing. These are legitimate indications, especially like the stuff where the song's playing. You hop in your car and that song's on the radio. That counts, okay? Pay attention to these indications. And the reason why is that's one of the big pluses. That's your pat on the back from universe going, yes, add a boy, add a girl. Keep going. Keep at it. Keep moving along. Pay attention to those. You're going to get them, I assure you. And that is a great indicator, hence the indications. That's a great show that you're doing well, that you're on your way, that you're making progress. All right, what's the A stand for? Act on opportunities. So many people miss this one. This one's key. All right, so we're trying to manifest whatever our dreams or desires or goals are, and then all of a sudden we get this interesting person pops out of the blue and happens to be talking about something that relates to what I'm trying to manifest. Or you get that text message, right? And act on it. Do something with it. Do something that from your heart. You know, if it's your soulmate, then hopefully write something witty or something funny or something. Whatever is the right thing to do. Listen to your heart and work your way to it. Or if you end up bumping into them at some random place, then talk. Don't get so scared and nervous. This is happening for a reason. You are creating this opportunity. Act on it. They won't necessarily always, especially as you get further down the road on this, the more tougher stuff, if you will, they won't necessarily always smack you right in the face when you've got this opportunity. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's like hearsay. Like you bump into someone that knows somebody else. Great example for me. And this is pretty awesome. So I do voiceover work, and it's funny, is this couple that comes into the coffee shop on Sundays, love them dearly, they're great. One's a stewardess, and this other guy's like an accountant or something like that. And they come in, and I see them every weekend, and just wonderful, wonderful people. And they brought in this lady who is a SAG voice actor. And I'm like, oh my God, hook me up, right? So I didn't have any of my cards on me at the time, and that's fine. They were in the car, but it was too busy. There's no earthly way I could do anything about it. But I know I will see this couple again Sunday, and I'm going to have my cards with them, and I'm going to give them the card and just say, hey, if your friend could maybe, give me a call, shoot me a text, maybe an email. I'd be curious to see who her agent is. If she ever knows of any maybe small parts where they just need somebody to kind of fill in, let me know. Like here was like I'm manifesting these wonderful voice acting things and voiceover work. And here's this person that comes in out of the blue and brings in someone that's a SAG member. And for those of you, the Screen Actors Guild, if you're actually like anybody when it comes to acting, you get your SAG card. And usually I think you have to do like one union job or something like that. So whatever the case is. But having your SAG card is pretty cool when it comes to the manifesting. So again, act on the opportunities that present themselves to you. That's it. I didn't do anything else other than imagine, other than keeping focused and looking for any indications. This kind of was almost both. This was like an indication and an act, right? But this is acting on that. Now, the M is really the key one. And this is the one where I think law of attraction comes into play probably the most as far as for me. But it's minimize doubt. I shouldn't really necessarily speak it in the negative, but for most of us, even myself, all right? Even myself who's practiced this a lot, doubt sinks in once in a while, but I deal with it. I spin it around. I turn it positive. Whatever it was that I was just thinking that was a doubt thought, I turn it around and make it a positive statement and run with that. And if I have to, I make 2 or 3 or 4 more additional positive statements to try to get myself back in line. So minimize the doubt. Pay attention to the thoughts you're having. Pay attention to what you're saying that's possibly keeping you away from your dreams, and change them, alter them, restate it. The big part's paying attention. When you're paying attention to what you're thinking and saying and doing, which, by the way, I've said before, the 3 ways we manifest: think, say, do, right? Thinking, imagining, all that kind of stuff, saying what you're speaking about, if you're being negative or not negative, and doing. What are you doing? What actions are you doing that are towards this manifestation that you're trying to do? So again, you're going through all these pains to do this imaginal work, and you're working through it all, and you're trying to pay attention to all the things that happen to you, and you're trying really hard to see all the indications and to act when accordingly. But when you turn around and sabotage yourself with your thoughts every time you say anything, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if blah, blah, blah. I just don't know if this is ever going to manifest. I don't know if this works. All these kinds of thoughts are basically indications to the universe that you're not ready to have it yet. You can do this. It's nothing special. Agnes and I do not have any magical powers outside of the same magical powers you have. We are no different in any way, shape, or form. Practice this a little more, sure. Like for those of you that have never played baseball, I played baseball when I was younger. I'd probably be a little better at it than you are right out of the gate. But a little bit of practice and you're going to be hitting the ball better than I am probably, right? Same thing. It's the same concept. You practice it. So again, slam, right? Stay the course, look for indications, act on opportunities, and minimize your doubts. Did you notice how I said slam and I still had to look at my notes to tell you what those 4 things are? I'm telling you, I don't think slam's going to stick. But it's fun. You got to slam your manifestations. So you got to stay the course. L is look for opportunities. Nice. Look for indications. See, can't even do this. And then act is act on opportunities. And then, of course, minimize your doubts. So slam. That is the 4 key points to successful manifestation. All of you can do this. There is zero reason why you can't. Most of us, it's being positive. Most of us, it's that M, minimize your doubts, okay? That is probably the key in most people. I don't think it's because you're not imagining properly. I don't think it's because you're not necessarily acting on the opportunities, though that's kind of common too. Indications one I think a lot of people miss. I will say that, but that's not necessarily going to stop you from manifesting, but that helps kind of reinforce the strength of what you're trying to do. So again, I really, anyone can do this. This is not special. So I want all of you out there to know that. There's nothing different about me, nothing different about you. You guys can all do this, and I know you can. And I'm looking forward to actually seeing more comments coming in about what you have manifested. Start small. If you're seriously having a hard time, start small. Get that free cup of coffee, $5, £5, whatever you find, like whatever monetary unit you guys use. Find a $5, something that's not ridiculously big. Whatever a good size cup of coffee costs in your country, find that amount of currency. And it's easy enough. And try to manifest something like that first. The parking places, green light, sure, whatever. If you need to start there, then start there. And then from there, you go into the bigger things. And for those of you that are working on the bigger things, it will take time. It will take time. I know some people get frustrated. Anya and I talked about how, it took her 4 years. I'm sitting at about 4.5 on mine for the manifesting my specific someone, right? It takes time. And frankly, as I told her, I'd do it again. I absolutely adore this person. There's no way I wouldn't do this again. I'd do it all over again. I'd wait 10 years. I don't care. She's worth it. She's worth it to me. And frankly, I've tried all sorts of other things. It's a good story. We do talk about it on the show Anya and I did, so stick around for that as well, because I think that's going to be really, really good. Starts off a little, I was kind of shaky, but then it really, really got good. The last half of what we did was dynamite. So anyway, going out with that was going in. We're going out with No Doubt. It's My Life.